juice because it's finna get juicy. Hey guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. So today we will be discussing how to get free Amazon wigs. So came up with a few notes, which I could also upload the notes as well. This unit right here is a free wig. I'm not quite sure which company, but I will be uploading the name down below. 5 steps to this process, 5 easy steps, and if you stay with me, you'll have a bunch of free wigs. I'm telling you, like, you have some. Step 1, if you are not familiar with Amazon, you can create a reviewer account. So my first suggestion would be go create an Amazon profile, and add a bio, add some pictures of yourself, be creative with it, because the more authentic you are, the more likely the vendor will reach out to you. So I will upload my bio so you guys can see an example of how mine look. But I will say you don't necessarily need an Amazon profile. It's just better to have because you can see all your reviews, your impact on your reviews. So it's just better to have one, but you don't necessarily need one. I probably DM'd my first vendor maybe in February, and I'm gonna let you know now, I didn't get a response back until about March. But after that, like, it's just been rolling in, But I will say, like, I have 63 thumbs up, and I've impacted over 1,000 people. Over 1,000 people saw my product, so they like my reviews on here, so that's pretty good. But again, back to the bio. So you want to I put in some cute little pictures of myself. So you can see me. You can see I look a little cute. And then I uploaded some things about my personality in the actual bio, so you can get to know me. So yeah, something short, sweet, cute. Nothing too much, enough just to grab the reader's attention. So here is an example of my Amazon profile, so you can kind of see how it's supposed to be set up. Step 2. Search for vendors on Amazon. So if you don't have an Amazon account, go create one. That's why step 1 is to create. So here's an example on how you search for the actual wig and how I find the vendor and how I search them on Instagram. And I also have some clips in what I say to the vendor as well when I inbox them on Instagram, if you want to pause and write that down. I did make a mistake by saying AliExpress, because you can also do this process with AliExpress companies, but these are Amazon companies. In fact, one of the companies inboxed me back immediately. So, food for thought. Step 3. Search those vendors that you find on Amazon. Search them up on Instagram. But not just one. You want to find multiple. But I mean, you can try it out with one, but search them on Instagram. Then after you do that, you want to DM them something nice. when you find them. I will say this before I even get into all that. I will say this: not all of them have Instagram accounts, so I will say you will write down the names and then do it like that, because and send like a generic message, because I'm telling you, not all of them have Instagram accounts. Food for thought. So when you inbox them, you want to come off polite. Most of these are Chinese companies, so you want to be like, hey friend, hey love, you know, stuff like that, you know, like how they, hey dear, you know how they do us. So yeah, you want to be like, hey, I'm so and so, I would like to review your product, you know, I would like a free wig in exchange for a 5-star review. Most of them, that's all they want to hear, and they'll jump on it. But if you have like a following, which I'm like building a brand, so I have a little following, so I like to, you know, drop that little sauce in there, like, oh, look at my TikTok, look at my Instagram, I got a little something going on, I have potential, so, you know, mess with your girl. But even before then, when I didn't have as much followers on TikTok, or I didn't have as much followers on Instagram, I still got vendors to hit me up. So I don't think your followers matter. They really just care about the 5-star reviews. These aren't like your bigger companies. These are your smaller companies, you know, trying to come up. So after you inbox them, you want to wait. Just wait. Some of them, you know, they're on a different time span from us. You know, it's sometimes, you know, when it's light here, it's dark there. When it's dark there, it's light here. Reach out to your vendor. So think about what you want to say. So you want to not come off, you know, like they owe you it. Come off as this is a partnership. This is something, a collab. I would love a free wig in exchange for a 5-star review. Some companies will offer you money, but most of these little companies, they just need the review. So hey. But yeah, so you want to say something similar to that, and then the ending, you know, here is my social media, or thank you, you know, for considering. You know, just wrap it up nice and sweet with like a little bow tie. But I will drop examples of mine. So next is the waiting. You want to wait, just wait a little minute. Sometimes it may take days, sometimes it's overnight, sometimes it may take months, but 9 times out of 10 they're gonna inbox you back, because they need those reviews. That's how they make their money too. So they need those reviews. And not to be like that, but would you buy something with no reviews? Exactly. So these are bought reviews, not bought as in paid reviews, because some of them you don't get any money, but some you do. But these are bought reviews as far as you get a free unit. Me personally, I like the free units because I like to practice on my hair, and who wants to practice on $200, $300 wigs and mess it up? Not me. But this install is pretty okay. So step 5, after the vendor responds. So after the vendor responds, this is what they might say. Some, and I completely understand because I witnessed it, some will ask you to buy the hair first. Don't get me wrong. It's not a bad thing. It's not a bad thing. But there also are vendors that will give you the money to buy the hair. And those are the vendors that I kind of mess with a little more, because my first encounter wasn't too smooth. But I will say it was not the vendor's fault. It was my fault, because I wasn't knowledgeable of PayPal. I didn't really know anything about PayPal. Well, I knew that you could receive money. I know you could send money, but I didn't know like they had restrictions as far as like if you never received money, like you had to wait so they could like authenticate your account. It didn't take long. It took like 20 days. It didn't take a whole month, but still, like, if you don't know that and that was your lash, you'll be like, ooh. But I will say, it's the only problem I ever came across. No vendor has ran off on me. I haven't ran off on any vendors. Like, I'm doing pretty good. And I will say, if you do build a relationship with your vendor, they will recommend you to their friends, and that's also cool because they reach out to you and they'll even let you know, like, oh, so and so said you were good and they loved your review, so could you do a review for us as well? Or if you do really good reviews and they see you on Amazon, you have like your, you know, I have a link tree, so I have my link tree so it can take them straight to my Instagram account so they can find me, which is also pretty cool. But yes,